for tuning in to Beyond the Scare. I'm one of your hosts, Danny Voice. I'm joined by my bro. What's good, Pauly?
What's up, everybody?
Yes, sir. We back again. Your favorite scare experts. Thanks for joining us as we talk about all things horror. And before we get going in the scare so please be sure to subscribe, like, and follow us on Instagram as well as Spotify. Leave us your comments. Let us know what you think about the podcast. And also, all those horror fans out there, chime in on what your favorite scares are. Without further ado, let's get started in this scare. So, we got definitely an interesting one to talk about today. We got our new release. Probably let's get into it.
All right, let's do it. Let's dive right into this. So, our new release that we just checked out, that we previewed on our last episode, was titled "Run." Right,
Run!
run. So again, it was written by Chris Stokes and Marquise Houston, directed by Chris Stokes, and so the movie had to the movie dealt with Melissa, right? Who was I can't remember. She was played by Annie Anaza. So she basically was a runaway bride, right?
Yeah,
So and her and her friend, like her friends are there to like comfort her and everything like that, and like they're ultimately they're like, you know, we need a girls trip. So all of
right.
them pack up, go to this like isolated cabin where they start turning up, having a good time and everything. And then lo and behold, an alien invasion happens, right? So they're there freaking out. And basically what happens from there is just like chaos, death, and there you go. So I mean, I'm gonna give a few of my thoughts first, and Danny's gonna give his thoughts. So, I mean, to be completely honest, I thought the movie was fun. I thought it was entertaining. It reminded me of literally like a sitcom, if I'm gonna be real with it. Like it's just it was like I was watching it literally a sitcom. Like and the beginning, uh Drew Drew Sidora, like she's cool. I like her and everything, but just like her first scene, the acting wasn't there. It was not there for me. She walked in the kitchen, so she was basically trying to she was one of the bridesmaids, so she was trying to make sure everything was in order. So she went to the kitchen like talking to the chef and stuff, and she was like just the way she was like the way
Right.
it was relayed and the way she was doing it just wasn't real, it wasn't authentic. It was just like that's it. It was like nah, it wasn't good. But it got a little better for Drew later down the line. I think her character's name was Brittany. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah. So it got better for her. Like once like things like just start hitting the fan and she like got more emotion into it. It got a lot better. Her acting got a little better then. But yeah, I mean, obviously it was a female driven cast.
Yep.
Erica Mena, Drew Sidora, um, uh, what's that? Claudia Jordan. Another girl that I haven't seen before. And then of course, kind of the main character, Annie Ozol. So again, like we're gonna get deeper into it, but overall, I thought it was fun and entertaining. Danny, what you got to say about the movie Run?
Run out of that theater to sit on. I was running out of that theater. I was running out when it was done. I was running. No, let me stop. Okay, I really, I
Oh,
thought it
okay.
was like you said, it was fun. It was entertaining. Let's focus on some of the strong points here. Some of the acting, I enjoyed it. Like, Ken Lawson's always fun to watch. He's always kind of like that supporting role that's just like saying some funny stuff every so often, and he's just like he does that role very well. Um, I agree with you on the Drew. Uh, And Oba Babatunde playing the president, he always delivers. He's always amazing. Um, and who's kind of surprised me a little bit was Claudia. She kind of surprised me with her acting chops a little bit. It was that very, you can tell she was comfortable with her castmates because of the chemistry of like how I would say um, relaxed she was in her chemistry with him. I can tell like she liked being around the girls, so I portrayed in her character. But it was just like a lot of moments where you know, I was kind of taken out of it. I had to bring myself back to it. Um, and I mean, we just got to go ahead.
All right, before we dive into my, so I really enjoyed Erica Mena. Like, did you enjoy her
Yes, Erica
character?
was nice. I enjoy Erica too. Yeah, she was
Yeah,
bringing it.
she. What was her name? Was it Donnie? Yeah, it was Donnie. Yeah, so I really enjoyed her
Okay.
character. She was funny. She brought
Yeah.
that like spice. I was rolling in the part in the when they were headed to the cabin when they were in the store, the gas station, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
and the clerk was ringing them up, and she was just like, "Is there a
Can
problem?"
I help you? Right. That's a lot of alcohol. He said, why don't you buy your thing?
Right. That
Yeah,
was stupid.
there was really some good funny parts. There was
Yeah.
some good funny parts.
That's
I
I
was
was like, it
they had
was
me rolling.
yeah, it was funny. It just reminded me, like literally, I was watching like just like a half-hour sitcom, just like people kicking
Right,
it.
right. And we
People
all decided to
kicking
go to
it,
the cabin.
right? And all of a sudden, that's when crazy stuff are happening. All right, go ahead, Danny, take it away.
Um, yeah, we got to touch on which a big part of the movie, right? Which is the alien invasion. Um, what were your initial thoughts?
You were so stupid.
on What were your initial thoughts on the whole beginning of the alien invasion and people's reaction to it? How did how was your initial thoughts on that?
Yeah. First of all, I understand it's a movie and stuff like that, but let's go back to the very, very beginning. So they had a little like reverse horror movie or etiquette or whatever you want to say when they had the white person killed first at the
Right, right,
beginning.
right, right. Exactly.
but but just like that. So I get so him going outside to look for his dog and everything. I get that. But then when you hear those eerie noises in the bushes and it's like fast, like just like it sounds like something's there and like about to hop out and get you. Why would you just continue to stand there? But
Right.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I get it's a movie, everything, but it doesn't matter. Like it's like I like realistic movie, you know.
Right.
That just irritated me. Um,
Your fight or flight would automatically kick in.
yeah, so I mean, and then you hear your dog moan like he's being killed. Like, "Arr!" It's like, okay, okay, now it's time to save yourself
Yeah, they were done.
because
We're done.
Bud is dead. But I
Right.
forgot.
He kept calling
no,
that bird. He kept calling him. I said, he ain't coming in, bro. He's done. He's
oh
done.
man. But yeah, so that's one thing. But then when it happened, right? And what keeps sticking out of my mind is when all the girls were watching it on the news. They were sitting on the couch and they were just like, their mouths like it just wasn't really believable for me. I'm gonna be honest
So
with you.
and so anti-dramatic.
Yeah, it just wasn't. Yeah,
I
what'd you
will.
think?
I will say I gotta take my hats off to that news reporter, that news anchor. He was killing this.
Yo, I thought the same exact
He
thing.
was
Literally, you know
killing
what I
it.
thought of?
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead.
Oh well, yeah, yeah, exactly.
His
They were
his
definitely
cape,
giving me.
his cadence and like everything,
Uh-huh.
you know, the dead will walk, you know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
exactly what I thought of.
Yeah, he was giving me what I needed because he
Yeah.
he was like had emotion. I was like, all right, he killed that little role. I love it. It's he just made it. I was like, he was definitely making the narrative and pushing it for it. Like
Uh-huh.
it was nice. It was nice.
Yeah. And they had him like throughout the movie too, like in the background, like I think when they were
Yeah.
showing some of the carnage and damage, like they had his voice like saying like there's
Yeah.
nothing that can be done at this point, you know.
Right. Yeah. It's like I don't know what to tell you. I'm about to wrap it up. Yeah, it just the initial invasion. Remember, okay, we talked about the last episode where like, we talk about films like um Cloverfield and like even that's not even it's not really a horror film, but Independence Day, is a really popular alien film. They showed the aliens, but it's like uh it was and it still held its like creepy aspect because they rarely show them throughout the film. Where we talked about that and how it kind of took away some of the mystery of the aliens when you show them like that right off the bat. And so I knew that was coming. However, I didn't know that I was gonna be watching like the first Tekken. And my gamers out there, you will understand what I'm talking about.
Ah,
The first Tekken graphics, I was just like, and let me tell you, I loved, like I said, it was very entertaining. It was a fun film. I just couldn't get over
the alien.
seeing them aliens
Yep, I agree.
like that. Like, come on, it was just crazy to me. I was dying laughing. I was them things was looking like the blob on my PC from a 1990. It's just,
Oh my God,
what do you
that's
think?
so
I'm talking
true.
about
Yeah,
aliens. So I
I
need you.
noticed
I
that
need you.
too.
I need you to touch on this. And it was just like it was a costume at one point. It was like somebody in a costume at one point. Then it was switched into like the CGI. That was just really bad CGI. And then it switched from another thing. So I was just like, okay, that from a whole like filmmaking standpoint, right? I would have honestly just taken one actor and like in a costume and then just like copy and paste him onto different, areas whenever you need more aliens or whatever. And just have like that one actor and just duplicate or something along those lines where you don't have to like CGI animate like every single alien.
Mm.
Um yeah, that was a lot for me.
But I mean, yeah, then take going along with the same Tekken, example, like, just the fighting in it too. It's kind of funny. Like those aliens didn't play; they would knock the hell out of those girls if they go flying.
They were huge. Okay, when the one that was standing behind old girl,
Donnie,
she turned around and slapped. Like, yeah, it was good. Like, I liked it. It was some good, like, a little bit of chase, a little bit of cat and mouse type stuff
yeah,
going on. You know what I mean? There was some really dumb things too, like keeping it like having a gun in the car. It's like what do you do? Like
right.
or like, some things with the house that they were doing and like setting off Molotovs. Like how are you gonna have so much time to go like all those? Like you see how fast these things
Right, that part. Yeah.
and just some of the
So
stuff just didn't make sense.
yeah, and then I mean, I mean, I agree with you, Claudia. She did do her thing. Her name was Jennifer in the movie. Um, but just her death scene, so stupid. Like, girl, you just literally said to your man, "This forest is creepy as hell. I can't be in this. You gotta hurry up. I can't be here long."
Right,
And then you want to stand there when you hear all these rustling sounds behind you and stuff, and you don't decide to run until you see something coming at you. By then, it's too
right.
late.
And I was like, and somehow I knew Claudia was gonna be the first to go. I
Yeah,
know somebody out of the girls. I was like, she gonna be the first to
that's what I
go.
was saying. So like I was like, this movie was very predictable, and I mean,
Yeah,
in a way that like people that like us that are like huge fans of like horror movies and subgenres and stuff like that, and movies in general. There's certain things that if you pay attention to, you'll definitely know, right?
yeah,
So for me, kind of that gave me an inkling that Jennifer was gonna die first. How they made her such a big role, like part of the movie. She
yeah.
was what's his name, Andre's cousin,
Cousin,
right?
yeah,
So she had a lot more screen time at the beginning than other people did,
right,
in that
exactly.
rest, and everything.
Yeah,
And then, when she was the last thing she said to her man, she was like, phones don't work here. If you try to reach me, you're not gonna be able to reach me. I
right.
can't reach you. I was like, yep, she gone.
Yeah, I was like, it's coming, it's coming. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. No, that was it is. It's like little crumbs, breadcrumbs. You're like, oh,
exactly. Yeah, you got to
familiar.
pay attention to. You got to know what to look for. And then,
Yeah,
I mean, just like Drew Sidora, Brittany in the movie, like you know that there's an alien invasion. You saw what happened to your girl Jennifer, and you're gonna go out to the car alone. Like what?
that's what I'm saying. It's just like non-survival instinct things going on, like none. I'm like, and it's crazy because like black people always like, yeah, when we horror movie, we doing smart stuff. We ain't doing tripping over. They did some of the dumbest shit
Elvis,
I could even say. I said, what are you doing?
that part. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, come on now. There's so many like videos out there and stuff like, oh, okay, this is how a black person would have done it, blah blah.
Right.
But this isn't it.
Like none. Y'all was asking to die.
The only thing was when they was trying to decide who would go out to the car to get the
That
gun.
was so
They was like, y'all gotta go, y'all to me. And they was like,
right.
I ain't going. That was too
They
funny.
said it's either between you two. And
Right.
then I was watching and I was like, okay, that is the chivalrous thing to do.
Right.
But then but then at the same time, like shit, we in this together.
Exactly. Too funny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you saw how they was sporting your Terramana in there?
Yeah, yeah. I saw a little Terramana tequila. I
Mhm.
said, okay, and at least they got good taste.
Little brand representation for
Right.
the rock
And
there.
I wonder where they got all that other liquor to make those like Molotovs though, because
Right.
like it just turned out that they just had bottles and bottles of
Bottles
liquor.
and
So
bottles.
I was like, oh,
So another annoying thing was that those aliens could have gotten the house at any time.
listen,
Anytime. And
listen.
they were like, oh, it's because we were quiet. No, they knew. No,
No,
y'all were still talking. There's still vibrations.
right,
If their hearing is that sensitive, like they would hear you, and then they know you're in there. They literally saw you run in there. So
right.
I don't know why they decided to the very last minute to actually break through the glass. That one that broke through the glass and went down to chase Donnie.
And
And
that glass, bro. Look
yeah,
at that
but
glass. That broken glass. I said, what the hell is that? But okay, so right, I was thinking the exact same thing because they had the big old window. I was like, okay, they just come bust through the air, anytime they want.
yeah,
And then I remember the news anchor saying that, they don't enter into a place until they feel threatened. And I was like, okay, but why? That still doesn't make sense.
it doesn't.
Of like, why are you coming to invade a place? But I'm not going into your house unless I feel kind of some type of way. Like what? What?
Exactly.
Why are you here? You are entering my house.
You're right. You're invading a certain territory. Therefore, like it didn't make sense at all.
It did. It did. No,
So there were
no.
just like again, I thought the movie was fun and like I enjoy watching, like I told you, like it was like a sitcom. I enjoy like watching them
Right. It really was
like
like a sitcom.
their banter, and then like when they're around the fire, just like shooting the shit and stuff like that, talking, and like that stuff was cool and everything. And I did like how before uh Jennifer Claudia Jordan, she went outside to call and got killed and everything. they showed like each of them like sleeping, kind of like signifying this is their last peaceful sleep they're gonna have. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I
yeah,
like that. I thought that was really
yeah,
cool. But yeah, it was just a little, those things aside, there are a lot of just things that A didn't make sense, a lot of like negatives. I'm just like, what are you doing?
right, right.
And but I mean, for like a, you know, I don't want to say a bootleg, but like a lower, it looks like it reminded me like a lower budget alien invasion movie.
Yeah, yeah. Learn about it. Yeah, yeah. Like a TV classic, original. You know.
Oh my God. It's funny you said that because as soon as it was over, this this person behind me was like, I could have waited a second on Tubi. I was like, stop. I was like, you are so wrong.
It is low key facts. But, so what would you rate this? What would your final rating be?
Oh goodness. I mean, I don't even want to rate it. I mean, okay, because it was fun and entertaining for like me, and I like I mentioned many times, like that whole sitcom aspect of it, like kind of that it had.
Yeah.
I would give it a C plus,
Okay.
and it is something that you can't just wait to see it. You don't got to go to the theater.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. Yeah. I give it a C. Um, just plain Jane C. Uh, for everything we talked about, and also Rotten Tomatoes, like they don't even have a rating. So, so, so there's that. So not enough reviews to even get a rating. So, but if you want to just, be entertained and, you like yourself a little sci-fi horror, check
With an
it
all
out.
black cast.
All black cast, supporting black excellence, female driven
Yeah,
cast too.
exactly. Female.
Um, Go check it out. Yeah, we got a little free time. Go ahead.
Yeah. So on that note, we are going to talk about our upcoming, right, and upcoming this Friday, near and dear to Danny's heart. So we're gonna have him take it away here.
Yo, let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Our upcoming film. I'm super excited to see. It's the paranormal subgenre that I love. And this is the fourth installment of this franchise, The Conjuring Last Rites.
Boom.
Super excited to
There
see
it
this.
is. There it is. Not for the faint of heart.
Not for the faint of heart, okay? Not for the faint of heart at all. But let's dig into it. So, paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren try to vanquish a demon from a family's home. That is the gist of it. However, this is the case that ended it all for them. So we see everything build up to this grand finale, and I know it's going to deliver. So directed by Michael Chavez, and it's got the OGs back. Vera. It's got Mia coming back. It's got Patrick Wilson coming back. Taysa, which is Vera's daughter, coming back. So uh it's gonna be lit. I can't wait. I
You
can't
said,
wait. And as you know, this has started. Spin-offs have come from this franchise, The Conjuring, like The Nun and Annabelle, and like it's just created a whole world. And I never thought it would even get this big when I saw the first one, which was diabolical and ridiculous. Like I think that changed a lot of that changed the face of that subgenre forever. The first Conjuring was crazy.
right.
Are you excited for it, Flo?
Yeah, I'm excited to check it out. Definitely. Obviously, not my favorite subgenre like yours, but yeah, these movies definitely. Like I agree, it's crazy how big it's gotten. Um, but yeah, let's check out the trailer real quick.
Let's do it.
The devil has come to Pennsylvania.
Jack and Janet Smurl claim that an evil presence has found its way into their home.
8 people live in this house. 8 people have experienced this. 8 people are not crazy.
So, when did this start?
Heather's confirmation.
7th of September.
There's something in the attic. Ed, there's an evil here. Something I've felt before. This thing in your house is a demon. It's the first one that we ever encountered. We were young. We were scared. We ran away. And after all these years, it wasn't done with our family.
Saint Michael, defend us. Be our safeguard against the devil.
In nomine Patris, et Filii et Spiritus Sanctus, by the power of our Lord Jesus Christ.
I don't know how to protect you this time.
Yes. So, yeah, I just can't wait to see the new things that they pull. And The Conjuring just always been, from a filmmaker's point of view, Ben's always great at just doing practical effects. No CGI animated, nothing necessary like that. Just practical effects, and they pull it off so well. So I like seeing that as well. And also, I just feel like it's really, really dope that Lorraine Warren was able to see, kind of the start of this universe coming together as she passed in 2016.
Mhm.
Um, and the first one came out in 2013. So I'm sorry, she passed in 2019. First one came out in 2013. So she was able to, kind of see the first one, second one. And I just feel like she also was in, get a cameo. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's go. The Conjuring Last Ride. Stay tuned.
Yes,
Can't wait to talk about it.
yes. The Conjuring Last Rites, Friday, September 5th. Oh, not the shimmy. Danny, really excited, y'all. Um, so yes, check that out this coming Friday, September 5th. Sure. We got a lot of more good movies coming, before the end of the year, like
Yes.
in September alone. So I'm pumped for that.
Yes.
And yeah, everybody stay tuned because we will be diving into them, going
Yes, we will.
beyond the scare, talking about everything. All right. Danny, any last words for the viewers?
Yes. I will see y'all next scare. So thank you for tuning in and thank you for following us on this amazing journey. And please, we love to hear what y'all think about the podcast and what you just think about horror in general. So be sure to reach out to us. Yeah, talk to y'all soon.
Danny, where can they find you?
You can find me everywhere at I am Danny Royce.
You guys can find me at Alpha Boy with an I of one. Thank you so much. We will see you next time.
Take care.
Peace.